startup capital. Well, today we are going to discuss how to create a budget to manage the capital. And a budget is a framework of the costs and expenses a person starting up a business needs. My name is Martha. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the fourth episode of The Lounge, and we are channel 394 on GoTV and 372 on DSTV Smart 24 TV. Driving business. My name is Samali.
Hello, we are always chilling at Caravan Turkish Restaurant at Centenary Park. I am Brunia. Welcome to the show. Today's topic, we are discussing how to budget capital. For instance, I have my 500K already. What's the first thing I should consider while budgeting my money, my capital?
The first thing I think you should consider are the main expenses you're going to incur, or the costs you're going to incur in the business. For example, the main basic things can be operation costs, your legal costs, like if it's a license thing, a registration thing. That money, I think you pay the license money first.
Yeah.
It can take you for some time. Then before you budgeting for the miscellaneous costs, the things they're going to be running the business are very important.
Yeah.
Yes. Sort of thing.
Probably when you get capital, you know the core of the business is the first thing you should think about.
Yeah.
For example, if I have a chapati making business, I can't start looking like putting money aside for rent.
True, yeah.
I've not yet bought flour. I've not yet bought wheat,
charcoal,
cooking oil. You get.
So basically, it depends on the kind of business you're going to do.
So you should prioritize.
Okay.
Most times people waste money on rent, waste money on buying office things. You get nagula furniture, nagula.
But sometimes you realize the rent is a major, depending the business.
It's a major, but you just need to manage it first.
Yeah.
Like she said, for example, you want to start up making chapatis. You need rent.
It depends. But it depends also. Your landlord sometimes may be crucial.
Sometimes, yes.
You realize sometimes landlords ask for 3 months before you put up anything in their houses. So if in case you're going to do like a boutique, for example, rent is very crucial. It's like a major.
My argument here is we are making sure that this business thrives. You get.
Yeah.
But in the Sangangatinga, Katingo Limchuga Kampala, rent is something very expensive.
Very expensive.
So how about if you decided to make sure that your capital is directed to the wheat, to all these other things that can make the chapati? No gamba can tandikile waka business is amagoba, you get. Then after that, I'll be able to afford rent, you get. But the moment you start with rent, my dear, then the business. But
then similarly, there are some businesses that need rent.
Yeah, you're right.
Like you need to think about it. You need to budget.
I need some clarity on something in the budget.
Okay.
Budget involves all your costs, or it only involves your expenditure, the money you're going to, or even the incomes you're going to bring.
Costs,
or even
income, and expenditure.
My point is expenditure and costs are the same. And you have to make sure that you know what kind of costs are ongoing in your business.
Yeah.
There are different types of costs, and we can't discuss all that today. But you should know the costs that are fixed and those that are variable in your business. What your costs now, you always spend the same amount of money on
Now,
them.
how about those people who don't understand? Like, just give them a few examples.
A business.
Where
go and read about those things of variable and fixed costs. You just go and fund.
Before I educate them about the costs, I'm really talking about it because even if you're doing a business to help people to solve a problem, it needs to be in a cent. If it doesn't have money, of course, again, go and you can't help anyone. And the moment you're not crucial about the costs, that means the prices, you'll be pricing things at a cheaper cost, at a cheaper price, and you're not able to get back money to cover the costs that you incurred.
But I think if you're making that budget, you really consider the product you're going to be selling to us.
Yeah, you have.
For example, I'm making a chapati. Besides the size, the good birunga I put and everything. Remember, you know the economy at the moment. You know all the effects, the problems.
That's learning about inflation. Yeah.
Don't forget that whenever we're making a price for something.
Yeah.
Know about your environment. For example, if I'm in Guru, I'm in Kololo, I'm having a chapati business. Also, my chapati is at 500 though. I'll emphasize them at 1,000 at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
My market is different. I've analyzed my market. These guys are different people.
Uptown, eh?
and they want to move down to like then they will just come and she's available and clean and everything, they'll just take. Of course, the cost of the product you're selling shouldn't be mainly about your expenses and everything. Just look at your place also and see if it's going to bring back my money.
Like, I think as you're budgeting as well for your capital, okay, like we talked about the chapati business, just look at don't overspend. Let's say you have 200k and you're buying, let's say, cooking oil, flour, blah, 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 all those things. Just ask yourself, how much cooking oil do I need? For instance, if you want to make like 10 chapatis in a day, just budget, sit down and calculate. Just find out how much will I need, how many liters of cooking oil will I need.
The packs of
those simple things. Like basically, that's what we were trying to mean in costs and expenditure. Yeah.
As we're making a budget, we should put the ebigwabisalaza thing, those miscellaneous things which just come like a thunderstorm. Okay, thunderstorm is so big, but okay, floods.
Yeah.
Floods will come and throw away your business.
Bad.
Yeah. Or fire. Because sometimes some people don't put up the fire extinguishers, they don't have like a fire assembling point at their workplaces. Theft is also a miscellaneous thing. Then which other thing can come with it, but it has to come. And you don't have insurance for your business.
You guys, by the time your business gets insurance, business about nene.
Yeah.
So get a corner man,
you've just started up your car business, survive.
Insurance,
okay, but the miscellaneous thing, it comes to everyone. Insurance.
Okay, I think for theft, someone could find a strategic location for their business, or but if you know that in your community there are thieves, find that safe place where you can keep your stuff, like after working.
Not only thieves, even pests. Take away, like for example, people use containers. People use containers. To come in and eat all your cabbage and eat all the mandas, and before you know it, you've made losses.
Oh, that's painful.
That's very bad.
So you should also know how to.
And sometimes these guys, after the rats eating their cabbages, they come and tell them to us.
They cook.
They recook. That's not good.
They warm.
It's not good.
It's not good. I know.
For whoever has been doing that, that is very bad. But my emphasis, I want to emphasize about the cost.
Okay.
Because you'll find that someone ajakwata sent asoka like a gambe. Like and they just keep like ngatolako sente wezikenderanga amala gaziteka business.
Now that's where the budgeting comes in.
Like you make the entire framework, like entire thing of everything, the whatever thing you're going to add in your business.
I think before all that, you should first think what is the most important. Like you said,
the priority.
What's that most thing you need? For instance, you're starting up a boutique. What do you need? Rent. For starters.
You need the clothes and the dummies.
Yes, and
sometimes the
dummies you can buy
even the hangers.
You can buy a few hangers for starters.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then for the boutique business, if you organized, have a clean wardrobe. Bring a wardrobe from your room, put it in that place.
But most wardrobes are covered.
Yeah, but then your dummies are expensive. Then you need very many hangers.
Yeah. So that's the point. You know that this is expensive. I can't afford it for now.
But starting with few things is also okay.
Yeah, it's okay. So I was still saying, people just bottoms their money, just like that. And I think we're here to solve that today.
We're trying to help all of us learn how to. So continuing the conversation, we had to engage with the people on the street.
Yes.
And they gave us their idea about the budget and how they think a budget should be made, what should be put in a budget, and which people make the budget.
My name is Denise from KIU, Kampala International University. The question was, how can I budget for my capital? Most times, most of the people that get money for capital use it for different things that are not even related to business. But for my case, if I had capital, first of all, I have my business plan ruled out. I'm done doing research. I know what is out there in the market. I know the risks I'm going to encounter. I know how to go about them. So if I have my capital, then I'll decide to start my business. First of all, invest in it. And then before I could get to spend my money on anything else, I would have to make sure that my capital that I've invested in the business is already achieved. Like mazo zifuna ziyisemu, then I would think of how to spend my money in other different ways.
My name is Arinda Brenda, student from Kampala International University, and we are talking about capital. When you already have your capital, how do you plan for it? How do you budget for it? To me, it's very important. For example, if you want to start up a business, like a small scale business, let's say you have like 1 million as your capital, and you want to start up a business, for example, boutique, you have to consider the major things, which are rent, how much is going to be your rent. You have to consider your market, what is your target market, the youth, girls, boys, men, women, etc. And you have to consider where you're going to be getting your stuff, whether you're getting from small shops, retailers, or whether you're getting from wholesalers, or you have to consider that. Mostly the major is rent, your market, plus your location. Your location matters. For example, if you're neighboring a university, you have to target youth. If your market is to be put up into near the mosque, you have to target Muslims. You can consider Islamic warriors. So that is my opinion.
Welcome back from the streets. I wonder, why is it we fail to budget for capital when we have the money at hand?
Including
like
you, Brenda.
Yes.
So when you have that idea already, that boiling idea, I'm going to get my boutique, Bronia fitness and everything.
You know?
When you get the money, the capital as we had discussed, and your angel investors give you that money.
Yeah.
Now the problem comes, you have very many things you're thinking of. You put yourself and your likings in the budget. Sometimes if it were me, it would be my problem. That I'm making for a business, and I also put myself, my friends.
And why would you put your friends?
Sentence is there, excitement
is there.
Anyways, the change because most young people are arrogant. They feel themselves. You get it? Ajja kubanga ina idea nenga, for example, maybe it's not a manufacturing business ya kusuubula. Instead of them going down to Katanga nanoonya the prices of the things they're going to sell to us, ajja tuuleyo assuming maybe agende ku Google, and then they will start like wanting to get the prices. And before you know it, you move down there and the price is different. See, when most people have their money, bayina guno muzima ogubalinya tebalamuza. You know, Bronya, when you're broke, you bargain.
I know.
You know, you bargain and budget at the same time.
Okay, you don't have the money
like
at the moment.
Like 10K, no gonna to survive on this 10K, like this and this. But the moment you get like 50K.
Just pull out your pockets and pay.
Bakugamba, this and this is 10K. So muntu agenda okusuubula wansi mu Katanga, you get. Ajja kutuuka butuusi ku mudaala bamugambe this and this. You get. Yet singa abadde akakana, and they are humble. They are financially humble. Yes. Nagamba nti nina making sure nti I spend less by making sure that I buy products at a cheaper price, and I'm able to make my profits once I'm selling.
To supplement on what you've said, I think omuntu yandigenze like to one wholesale shop. Nogulayo, let's say you katogere ku boutique. Let's say you're buying clothes from a certain shop. Oyinza okugula engoye, let's say engoye 10, like 10 dresses. They'll reduce on the price. Like just bargain. By all means.
Also do a survey about it.
Like, by the way, find out.
Okay, the money excites us and everything, but I would request, just go, do that survey, ask that lady, ask those other people around, make that
different prices.
Then you get that one's number again. The other day you're going to come and buy. In that, when you come with your money, talking about so disappointed. At the same time, you might also get some balances, because you can though it's kind of also transport destroying, but it's helping.
I want to give a good example. Some person there, Yaja, by the time when Nakumat was still around, Yaja, and they sold to her. Like, okay, this is not related to business, but it was an item she bought. They sold to her a bag of 50K.
Yes.
Kati this one time when she was moving through park, you want to say, again or two, kanga bag I am 12. So a difference of how much? 40K.
It's a lot of
That's
money.
a lot.
Those are like
You get.
4 more other bags.
So so you should look
guys.
around and know where the prices are cheaper, so that you're able to budget properly and effectively and efficiently in your budget.
And you also have to follow that total. Now, as making the budget, you have like a thing of total, like a final thing.
Mathy.
So that
Mathematics.
your mathematics should just vary. I know sometimes math is hard, but use your calculator.
Those zeros.
Yes, but at least make sure you don't exceed that money. At least, or even if you exceed it, let it be a little percent.
Yeah.
Because if you exceed the capital, won't be enough for the business.
Also note down everything, how you're spending at the moment. You went here and
Make a
bought this
business
and that.
diary.
Yeah, buy a diary by the way.
Yeah.
It's helpful. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, every day you can daily thing you buy.
Yeah,
right?
how much you've gained in a day, write down.
So
That's a long story.
So if someone
I know.
is if you get that problem, how about I get that problem of not managing my capital properly? I try as much as I can. I do the surveys, I get the notebook, I
And
follow
by the way, you're
everything.
right, people.
Yeah.
But then still, I get a problem. My budget never goes with the way I made it. Like,
Why would it fail to go the way?
you never know.
Things,
Provided
you never
you
know.
stick
Things
to the
happen.
plan.
Things happen.
You may stick
How?
to the plan.
You might, but let me tell you, do you know you can be having 500, you budgeted 500, but then no, it's some like 20K.
Maybe
can
the
happen.
prices have changed.
Not only prices,
Not
But
only
if
prices.
prices have changed, maybe there is benefit of
you count some minor problems.
Iggy?
Yeah.
So, for example, the day you're going to
Transport.
buy transport, the day you're going to buy, you realize things are very many. You come
Yeah.
and get a judge.
Okay, yeah, that's
and head home.
understandable because transport will maybe sometimes
But then
change
some
or
people don't write,
something.
don't write
But the
those
people who are reluctant
prices.
and
In terms
lousy.
of what?
How?
Yenga tafayo.
How? Like,
Because it's transport.
quite
'cause
transport. That's why omani sometimes bayinzogamba olugendo lwa 2K you get naye kasitatuuka nga ina gyalaga ne bamugamba 3K ngaziwaayo you get you should know this is a business.
okay, I
That's why
don't
you
think
have
that's
to
being
budget.
lousy. You just
Sometimes
need to
you're
know-
in a hurry,
Yeah,
maybe.
sometimes you're in a hurry.
hurry.
Sometimes you can stand on that road and bargain with 3 different people, and no one wants to take you.
Okay, some of
and
us
just have
some of
to
us
travel
just
at
focus
2K.
suits me. I can really.
Mberera
Sometimes.
mukono gamu.
But also when you,
For
like,
business.
for example, it's raining and you're going to take your things home.
Okay, yeah.
Because those are the minor things which come in. So I'm overview if you're making the budget. If those costs still come in, add them on.
I think
Just make adjustments. Either when you're counting your profits, by the time you're making the money,
Yeah.
it adds up.
To everything.
Everything you've calculated.
I think also from what you said about the problem of how to budget your money, you guys seek lots of advice from these people who already have their businesses. You could be having a friend who has already started a business.
too many cooks spoil
No,
that.
what I'm trying to say is seek the advice, listen, pick out what will be helpful to you, not the whole tree. Just pick out a leaf.
Wally. You get confused.
No, you can get like 2 people. It depends
But
on how
I'm
you're
going to use
thinking.
the knowledge I'm getting from the show.
Me
to
what
make
I
my
wanted to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
to talk about Martha's point was her saying that you should adjust. It comes back to flexibility.
Yeah.
The budget has to change.
with time.
Yeah, with time, because maybe at some point you have to expand and the business has to grow.
Yeah.
So aliyo omuntu atuuka na budgeting n'agamba, for example, maybe they used to produce 50 chapatis that time. Within a full day.
Yeah.
Now they are producing 100 chapatis in a space of 12 hours.
Yes.
And they still want to have that, to maybe purchase the same amount of cooking
You're now
oil.
spending more on flour and cooking
The
oil.
same amount. Like your budget should grow, you get, so that you're able to serve your customers properly.
And
Niyo
expand.
sanga omuntu, because I've been into the chapat business, netukanga oil tamala. Nganyigira chapati
Bring us some
kakalai.
chapatis tomorrow, please.
I'll bring you.
Thank you.
Natukanga nyiga chapati kakalai, nevayonge kaluba, and people with teeth problems can't purchase the chapatis. Before
Yeah,
you
that's
know
how
it.
you lose customers.
So you should be. I think it's down to how big your heart is.
Yeah.
The people who are mean to themselves, ngatebeyagala,
No, some people are just bad. Like they don't even actually mean to them, so they
call
just
them bad.
Like,
Like,
how do you not
so-
forget yourself? Like how? It's
Okay.
me and it's
okay,
me.
probably because a lot of see again not be consuming.
Sometimes.
Because there are people in businesses, they, for example, in town, you see we use disposable glasses. You
Yeah.
get. So instead of reaching more budget, Nagama shall always be bringing in disposables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charge your color disposable because matter. You think they've picked it to maybe
destroy
throw
it,
it in
to
the
destroy it,
dustbin,
yeah.
you know.
They're going to wash
Kumbe
it.
ajikute
Music. Oh, God.
Joza, Jizza, okitegeera.
Yeah.
So that anyigi like budget ajinyiga, you know, but at the expense of Ugandans, you
Yes.
get. So what I'm trying to say in the budget is that you should be flexible, depending on your heart.
Yeah.
And think of the people.
Mind people's health and our lives.
Yeah,
guys, don't make us sick.
Oyagala kunyigiriza ka budget yako so that profits zifuluma. Naye banekiseri abantu. You get. So always budget. No matter that. Now disposables, I should always buy more so that as customers grow, you know.
And
And imagine
also,
people getting sick because of your
I know,
business.
but people ask themselves, why is it each time we go to that restaurant?
Get diarrhea.
Okay.
So good.
Also, I think when you're budgeting capital, anyways, when you're budgeting capital, you should also set realistic goals.
Yeah.
Don't over-exaggerate your budget. Yeah. Yes, you want nice things, but like she said, manyacholi at the moment. Just don't expect, you guys, don't expect profits there and then. That's one thing people should also put in their minds.
We keep saying this one now, should be patient with
Yeah,
your
patience.
business.
Patience.
Don't ever be
Imagine
patient though.
you wanting to invest 1 million on Monday and you want to get 10 million on
In 2
Sunday.
weeks.
Depending on
One
the
week,
business.
1 week. Without
It
people
depends
who are
on the
weird.
business,
If
but
I'm
then,
selling alcohol, okay, if I'm having a bar, which I'm going to get anytime soon.
wow.
So I expect on a Friday, as long as it by that.
Stufu.
But not
True.
a lot, not a lot of
At
you.
least
Some percentage, okay.
Guys, guess what?
we should take a bandage bala chang.
A banda.
Chambogo
Chambogo
guys.
student. Anyway, guess what, guys? I want to tell you about a budget template.
Okay.
One's on Google.
Yeah, that's on Google. You realize that sometimes oyinza okuwolowooza business ogimanyi nnyo and whatever is required naye nga nedda okitegera there are things you need to purchase to produce your services, all your goods naye nga tobimanyi all of them.
Yeah.
So a budget template makes it easier.
Research for the business.
You just go and download, you go to those websites, download a template and adjust it the way you want. You exclude whatever you don't want and include whatever you need.
How about those guys without phones, without internet access?
Yeah.
How
Kale
should
kino
they
kibadde kyabalina internet access.
Kale mwe abatalina bamikwano thinking about you, it's really good to ask abadde mu kintu. Also get a notebook, talk to your friend who has gone to school, they help you budget and everything.
Move your products and sell them to the people.
If it's mandas, if it's chapati, kids are buying those things when they're going to school and
you guys,
everything.
you know that right now we have a lot of things on our minds we usually forget. So I want to emphasize the point of recording.
Being focused.
Oh God, yes.
Recording.
Yes,
writing,
keeping records.
Keeping records of that budget. Because you know this scamming whereby someone, like they tell a kid, you can buy onions
When
for
we
200,
used to sing those things
300
on the way.
on the road.
then you
they
reach
sent
and
you-
then like you go singing
Buy
someone
salt,
at
sugar.
tuka onions 300 they sent you for 200. You
Yeah.
get?
Men do that.
And then like things you know you're there you get so but if you've budgeted no genda no genda to pick whatever you're supposed to pick, you know that this
It
Keeping
also helps
records.
you watch your
And
expenditure and
Yeah.
your income.
Yes.
So
Let it grow and also fall.
Yeah.
So now that also brings us to the argument, the point of us understanding when the budget tries to fall, what should I do as a business person to make it go back to
what
the
do you
top?
mean by a budget falling?
like
in
your
terms of-
business.
In terms of the money you put in, for example, if falling is sente ziba zikendedde
Yeah.
zibadde osuubira ofuna mu kintu.
Or pre-budgeting, you had your plan of 500 and you
Yes.
need, let's say you wanted to buy bags. A bag was at 40k and now it's at 50k. What would you do?
That's what you mean by
Yeah, what
budget
Like
falling.
sente tezize nga bwe
Yeah, nga bwe
badde
wadde
ozisuubira.
osuubira.
Mo business.
Yeah, because you
Kale
bought the
ng'ogenda
bag at
gula
250,
ebintu.
you went and bought, you made a budget of 50M.
Yeah.
So when I reached
Nenda
like a place,
tusooke tuke ku
okay,
stage. 50M was money.
dreaming big is just a problem.
Amen.
Okay.
1M. Okay, 1M.
So when I get the things and I bring them, remember your budget has your total outcome with time.
Yeah.
So when I get everything, then it is going to have in that I'm going to have put in my 5M. But I'm not even reaching half of the 5M when I'm getting out this money. I want to buy the bags again of 5M. Do you know that? Remember I put in 5M to buy. As I'm checking my budget and everything, things are just reducing. Then it is going to value 5 when I count all the money I've gotten in the business at the end of the
I
month.
think at the moment you will have to squeeze your budget a little bit.
You reduce some things. For example,
Yeah.
Jamu
If you
sente
wanted
za
to-
masinga was kendeze.
Yeah, if you wanted to start by buying 50 bags, you can buy 20 or
20
25
bags.
at the moment.
That is because the
Now you
market
guys
does
are
not.
convincing me. Okay, I buy your idea. Anyway, me what I want to talk about is, for example, if you're renting a place, and then maybe you have to spend on electricity, you have to spend on data. You get.
Yeah.
Kati, this is, for example, people who are influencing, you get.
Yeah.
No sanganga, you have to use gigabytes and gigabytes of data. I think whatever banga sente mu business tezivayo. You know?
Influencing quite a tezivayo. Actually, it's quite.
And they look rich.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know for that thing. I don't know how those guys do it or whatever they do, whatever. Businesses zetulako zino zo abantu omuntu yakedde ku machana agula ekikala yi nagula
amanda.
But this is a .com world. You don't have to do brick and mortar like to feel out to get money.
But you realize, for example, me in my village, it's a developing place.
Anyway,
so if I get up one morning, I'm like, hey guys, tomorrow morning I'll be for you my dad's. I want to go in my mother's electricity and I start using her cooker to cook that thing.
Anyway,
definitely Sigiri and Chikala will be my capital and I'll budget for those things.
Of course, our savings.
Yes.
Nature managerial okogera is that wesaleko. You get? Amasanyalaze, don't leave the lights to be, you know.
Don't leave the fridge on at night.
And don't use many bulbs.
Yeah, you're selling drinks.
Yeah.
Fridge or jisuzeko, you know.
And there are those nice fridges where you put it at night, ice, those.
Yes.
Then the next morning don't do it. If you didn't have those things,
the drinks are still cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Try to
and also data,
fix
you
in
know,
your life.
if your thing is research, for example, you're an app developer, just saying, because of course not
software
everyone,
developer.
yeah, software.
Guys.
Not everyone is a software developer, you know. But data, like, just stick. I know sometimes when you're online, there is a way those who notifications will come in, and you want to tap IG, you want to tap Twitter, TikTok, and then keep scrolling. So train your brain to come down to what is supposed, like in the business. Like this is business. This is going to feed you.
Business.
Yes,
enjoyment.
Yeah. Go research, and then after that go offline.
True.
The conversation is still keeping going, and we are still discussing how to maintain the budget, how to sustain the budget. All those big ideas you have, how are you going to make sure the money comes out from them? This is Smart 24 and we're still driving business.